Hi, well, my name is Ana de Leon, and the reason why I'm doing this video right now, just because I wanna um, show other people that have these or that going through this that my daughter has Takayasus arthritis. It's a vasculitis disease. They say that there is no cure, but there is treatment. She was diagnosed this year in January 2017, and at first they thought she was anemic because her hemoglobin was going very low and keep on just going low, even though she was taking 3 pills of the 325 milligrams a day, and it was still just going down. And then it got to the point that, well, the primary doctor referred her to Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, and she was seen by the hematologist. So when she got a blood test, it showed that her hemoglobin was at 6.0. That time was January the 5th, 2017. So she 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 was admitted at the Children's Hospital. They did a blood transfusion that same day, and then they were trying to figure out what was wrong with her. Why was her hemoglobin just going down, even though they were giving her all this iron? So it took she was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and she was there from the 5th to the 19th of January 2017. And they came out, they finally, after that 2 weeks there, they figured out what she had. They diagnosed her with Takayasus. So the first months, they started her with Remicade, methotrexate injections, prednisone, and a few other medications. So she was getting the Remicade every 4 weeks. They were giving her 700 milligrams per kilo. No, she was at 15 milligrams per kilogram, and she was getting it every month. They did a few MRIs and all these tests, and 6 months later, after she had the treatment, she was on the treatment for 6 months, the Remicade infusions, and then they did a CT scan that showed that her condition was getting a lot worse. Now she was her artery that goes from the aorta up to the brain, it's very narrow, almost close. Then the one that goes to her right arm, it's close, barely, it's just barely going, the blood just going there. Then the one on her kidney on the left side, there, it's been really affected, and it was very narrow, but somehow her body developed another it's collateral veins or arteries. I don't know what that is exactly, but that's how she's getting her blood supply to her kidneys, to her left kidney actually. Then they said that her intestine, the one that goes to the intestine, it's very, very, very bad. Like, it's almost completely closed. However, she also developed collateral arteries to supply the intestines. So she has a lot of problems with the intestines. Then they started her on another medication that is called Cytoxin, and that was like in June. And she's getting Cytoxin every 2 weeks. Doctors, the rheumatologists are saying that she has a really, really, really aggressive Takayasus, and then she's getting like now she like they I took her to the ER all the time. I took her to all the appointments. She's always feeling sick. She's always throwing up. Her stomach hurts. Her head hurts. Now she's saying that her legs, her knees are hurting, her ankles. She started also to getting absent seizures. She would just like had a fixed stare and didn't like she was very disoriented, and that was like 4 months ago. She was having all those things, and they started her on Keppra now. She has to see the neurologist for that. Also, like 2 months ago, she was admitted to the hospital again because she has now it's congested heart failure related to all this is related to the Takayasus. So they started her on a lot of medications, like 6 different medications for the heart. They told me that there was actually no cure for it either, since same as the Takayasu, there's no cure, but they treat the symptoms. Last visit, which was last month in October, with the rheumatologist, she was telling me that it's very, for them, it's just like they say that it's very aggressive because like all the treatments that they're doing and the medications and the infusions are not working for her. And from January to now, we're in November 2017, her condition has been getting a lot worse. She's been having a lot of complications, and she has, like, the other day I took her to the ER. I didn't take her to the children's hospital. I took her to the one near my house. We live in Downey. And she was throwing up, had headaches, and she couldn't keep anything down. I guess it was a day after the Cytoxin, the third Cytoxin treatment that she had. So I took her to the doctor, to the ER here near my house. So the first thing they did was give her IV fluids. They did bolus IV fluids for her. And what happened is that she was having a hard time breathing. So the fluid ended up going to her lungs. So she passed out and everything. And they did all this. They came on all the emergency equipment and everything. And I just couldn't see that, because before she closed her eyes, she told me, "Mommy, I don't want to die." So when I heard that, I was crying, and I was trying to tell her, "No, you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna die." So that was very shocking for me. So I had to step out the room, and they were trying to bring her back to like a stable, you know, condition, stable. Just want to stabilize her. And then the children's hospital, the ER personnel, they like the doctor came, the nurses, all the machines. They put her on a breathing machine, and she was taken to the hospital. And that's when they found out that she had congestive heart failure. And they told me that her heart was, the bottom part was enlarged because it wasn't able to like pump enough blood, so all the fluid just kind of got stuck there, and that's why you back up into the lungs. So this Takayasu is just being very aggressive to my daughter. She's only 12. She's 12 years old. She turned 12 in May. She turned 12 in May, and I mean, it's been the hardest year. I haven't actually like find many like videos of, or many people. I haven't met anybody with the Takayasus yet, like personally, and not like on the computer or the phone. So now I was looking at the internet, like there's a research for vasculitis, which includes the Takayasus, and I was researching that, and they were saying that they're doing all this research for Takayasu, trying to come up with different things to help with the Takayasus. I don't know, but it's all the way in Canada, and I talked to the doctor, to the rheumatologist here in the Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and she told me that it would be a very good idea for her to get in contact with them, and with any other doctors that see patients with Takayasu. I guess she's the rheumatologist there at the Children's Hospital. She said that my daughter is her only Takayasu patient, and I don't know if they're just running out of options for her or like treatments, and they kind of wanna they encourage me to go for second opinions and like check out any place where they're doing research, or more more I guess experts, like she's really good. She's very kind and knowledgeable, and tells me everything like like good. She doesn't like be like those doctors just go in and trying to get you out of there as soon as possible. So that's what's going on with my daughter. I'm going to start making videos about the whole thing and all the treatment that she's getting, like more information, just so if there's other parents out there with they have a kid that has Takayasus or had Takayasus. I really want to reach out to anybody that has gone through this or is going through this, or because I feel like I feel helpless, hopeless, and I don't want to see my daughter in so much pain. She's been in so much pain, and the doctors don't really want to give her any like strong medicine for pain, because they said that it might her intestines are not properly, they're not working properly. So she's saying that the doctor was saying that she might get more constipated, and it could hurt her, like it could, other things could happen, and they don't want to give her any of those medicines. So they have her on Tylenol. I told the doctor, Tylenol isn't helping, but So we've been dealing for this since January, and there's anybody out there that's going through this, you can send me a message or comment down below, and I wanted to know more about like other cases and what worked for them and what they did, or how did it go, how's it going, anything, because as right now I don't really know what's gonna happen to my daughter. She's getting sicker and sicker, and now she can't even walk much because she gets really tired. She's been using a wheelchair, and she hasn't been able to go to school. Now she's getting homeschool, and she feel like we're just lonely, like it's just us, and I want to get a hold of other parents that going through this. So yeah, so that's a little bit of my daughter's story, her diagnosis, and all her medical other medical the conditions that she has. So I was actually refilling her meds right now. She has those are just a few meds because she has a lot of them at the house. And yeah, I'm in the car because this is like a place where I can talk. There's nobody else but me. So thank you for watching. And I know this was a long video. I hope to get some answers from you guys. Thank you so much. We'll be in contact. Bye-bye. Have a good day.